Hello folks, I've got a 2010 Honda Odyssey minivan here and I need to replace the power steering pump. It's been making a lot of noise, especially when it's cold, so I can tell it needs to be replaced. It's really not a hard job. If you think that you need to be an expert mechanic, you don't. I'm going to show you all the steps to doing it. You'll be able to do it, save yourself a lot of money. Here's your power steering fluid reservoir, and the bottom tube goes to the pump, and you can see it's underneath this shroud. And this is really easy. You just turn these 90 degrees, these two bottom things here, and then this whole thing just lifts off. First thing we have to do is we've got to get this drive belt off of the power steering pump so we can loosen up the pulley. You've got to get a wrench on the tensioner pulley down there, but this air conditioning line is in the way a little bit, and it's attached with these plastic clips. So I just pulled this out of the clip so I could, this thing's a little bit flexible so I could move it out of the way, and now you can see my wrench on the tensioner pulley. So again, I had to pull the air conditioning line out of the way. So now, as I pry forward on this, as I go counterclockwise on the tensioner pulley, the belt loosens, and I can slip it off of the pulley. And then once that happens, you can relax your wrench there. So that's goodness. Let's get this out of the way. Now that the belt is off the pulley, we're going to take this clamp off of this feed hose, and I'm just, because we got to take this hose off. Good. Okay, this is that feed hose, and because it's at the bottom of the power steering reservoir, all the fluid in the reservoir is going to drain out, so I've just zip tied it to something on here to keep it upright. I'm going to wipe off some of this fluid that went everywhere. Next thing to do is to take off these two bolts there. Those are 10 millimeter. That's where the pressure line is, so that's what's running right there. So just take these off. Okay, so those are loosened. And then that lifts off. Next thing I need to do is take off the pulley, and I could do this once it's off the car, but I'm going to do it while I still have the mounting bolts on there. And there's a 19 millimeter bolt on the outside here, but the whole pulley will spin. So I first need to keep the pulley from spinning, and I got a hole down there. You can hear it down there. And I just have a long bar here that now the pulley won't move when I put my socket on it. Now I get socket on there. Phew. Alright. Yeah, alright. Just hold that for a second. Alright, now this nut comes loose. There's the nut for the pulley. And next step is now to take off the mounting bolts. There's two. There's one here and there's one down below. Get all this leverage. See how easy it is. Now I've got the second mounting bolt on there. Phew. Take the mounting bolts out. One. It's the top one. Now I get the bottom one. Alright, got the second one out. And there's our power steering pump. Okay, there's the new pump. It's obvious which one that is, so you can see we're looking pretty good. Obviously, this tube here, I'm going to have to take that off and transfer to this new one. So that's the only thing we've got to do. And then this one will be ready to go back on. This is a 10mm bolt on there. There we go. That's plastic, so you want to not hold on to that. Get that off. And there we go, so that's good. We're going to transfer this to the new one. And put the bolt back in. Here. I'm going to put the new one back in, but first just wipe out any of the nastiness from the previous leaks and anything I've dripped in here. Now we're going to put this pump back in and start with these mounting bolts here. Now I'm going to get the lower mounting bolt in. Just got to find the hole. Now to tighten these a bit. Don't need to break them, but there's a lot of vibration in there, so you want to get them in there pretty tight. There we go. Now we're going to put the pulley on before I get all the hoses connected. So just slide that and make sure the tines go in, and all right. We're going to put this nut back on the hub. So I got it on hand tight. Now I'm going to take my long bar here and put it through this pulley this way. Now I want to see, I've got this bar wedged up against this and mount right here. So now when I put my wrench on here, there we go. Now this pulley isn't going anywhere, and I can tighten this thing. And I'm going to do one more good tightening of this thing. I think we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, before I put the pressure line back on, mine came with a new O-ring. So I'm going to take this old O-ring off and replace it with a new one. And I'm just going to take a small flathead screwdriver and lift it under there, and then so there's the old one off. I'm just going to take the new one and just roll that underneath. I'm now going to put the pressure line, hook that back up. So take the protective cap off that came with it, the new one. Bring this over. Now those are finger tight, I will tighten them a bit. Time to put the belt back on. I've got it routed everywhere it needs to go, but of course I can't get it on the pulley because I've got to move the tensioner pulley out. And if you get lost where the belt goes and which direction it routes, you can just get on Google and do a search and you can find it. So I'm going to take but I've got everything done except for the last step. So I'm going to get my wrench on the tensioner pulley and then push this way to loosen everything. Oh, there we go. Ah, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to put this feed hose back, power steer feed hose back. So take this hose clamp off and then just force that all the way down the end. Perfect as it was. And it's the same hose. Remember, we took that off. The next thing to do is to get the air conditioning lines back into their plastic clips. So they're all out, they're all disconnected now. All right, I had to put the one that's just outside the bottom tensioner pulley. Had to put that in first, then push down, get the top one, and then looks like the one on the radiator front wall just went in on its own. So now we're good there. I'm gonna add a little more power steering fluid because I know a bit leaked out. And I'm just gonna get up to the upper level there. Now we gotta bleed the power steering system, make sure there's no air in the line. The way we're gonna do that, I'm gonna back out of the garage a little bit so the exhaust stays out. But first I'm gonna start it up, let the thing run for a minute or so and just rev it up a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the wheels side to side without hitting the stops, but just turning them side to side to work the air out of the system. But I don't want to ruin the tires while I do that. So I'll have my helper slide these under the front wheels. I'll drive forward a tiny bit, and then when I turn these things, they slide nicely on the smooth garage floor here. And I'm going to do that for a couple minutes. Once the air is worked out of the system, I'll just let the van run for a few more minutes, and we should be good. Got the van running. You can see what I did with the cardboard, just put it over the tires. I took a look at the pump. I don't see any leaks, so we're doing good there so far. Now I'm going to start turning the wheels side to side. I'm not going to hit the stops all the way, but I'm going to turn them back and forth and work the air out of the system. All right, everything's working good. I'm gonna go take it for a test drive. I can see I've got no leaks. So I'm gonna put this shroud back on. So this just, those are in place, and then once those are lined up, put those in and turn them. And then put this one in and turn it. All right, folks, I'm back from the test drive. Everything works great. You can hear that it's humming now, no more of that high-pitched whine like it used to. Problem solved. Good luck to you as you replace your pump.